Matthew chapter 24. As Jesus was leaving the temple grounds, his disciples pointed out to him the warriors, the burners. It's various temple buildings, but he told them, "Do you see these buildings? I assure you, they will be so completely demolished that not one stone will be left on top of another." Later, Jesus sat on the slopes of the Mount of Olives. His disciples came to him privately and asked, when will all this take place, and when will there be any sign ahead of time to signal your return and the end of the world? Jesus told them, "Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, saying, 'I am the Messiah.' They will lead many away, and wars will break out near and far. But don't panic. Yes, these things must come, but the end won't follow immediately. The nations and kingdoms will proclaim war against each other, and there will be famines, famines, and earthquakes in many parts of the world. But all this will be only the beginning of the honors to come. Then you will be arrested, prosecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because of your alliances to me. Allegiance, to me. And many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other, and many false prophets will appear and will lead many people astray. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. But those who endure to the end will be saved, and the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world, so that the nations will hear it, and then finally the end will come. The time will come when you will see what Daniel the prophet spoke about, the scarologers, Sacraligious. There's no I. Sacraligious. Oh, there's an O. Object that causes destruction, standing the holy place. Ready, pay attention. Reader, ready. Reader, pay attention. Then these in Judah must flee to the hills. A person outside the house must not go inside to pack. A person in the field must not return even to get a coat. How terrible it will be for pregnant women and for mothers nursing their babies in these days. And pray that your fight will not be in winter or on the Sabbath, for that will be a time for greater honor than anything in the world has ever seen or will ever see again. In fact, unless that time of calamity is shortened, the entire human race will be destroyed, but it will be shorted, shouted for, shorted, shortened, for the sake of God's chosen ones. Then if anyone tells you, look here in the Messiah, or there he is, don't pay any attention, for false messiahs, Messiahs, and false prophets will rise up and perform great miraculous signs and wonders, so as it deceives it's possible, even God's chosen ones. See, I have warned you. So if anyone tells you, look at Messiah is out in the desert, don't bother to go and look, or look, he is heading here. Don't believe it. For as the lightning lights up the entire sky, so it will be when the Son of Man comes, just as the gathering of vultures shows there is a crisis nearby. So these signs indicate that the end is near. Immediately after those horrible days, and the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give light, the stars will fall from the sky, the powers from heaven will be shaken. And then at last the sign of the coming of the Son of Man will appear in the heavens, and there will be deep mourning among all the nations from the earth, and they will see the Son of Man arrive in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, and he will send forth the angels with the sound of the mighty trumpet blast, and they will gather together his Chosen ones from the furthest ends of the earth and heaven. Now learn a lesson from a fig tree. When its buds become tender and its leaves begin to sprout, you know without being told that summer is near. Just so when you see the events I've described beginning to happen, you can know his return is very near, right at the door. I assure you, this generation will not pass from the sense before all these things take place. Heaven and earth will disappear, but any words will remain forever. However, no one knows that day or the hour when these things will happen, not even the angels in heaven or the Son himself. Only the Father knows. When the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's day. In those days before the flood, the people were enjoying banquets and parties and weddings right up in the time Noah entered his boat. People didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. That is the way it will be when the Son of Man came. 2 men will be working together in the field. One will be taken, the other left. 2 women will be grinding flour at a mill. One will be taken, the other left. So be prepared, because you don't know what day your Lord is coming. Now this a homeowner who knew exactly when a burglar was coming would stay alert and not permit the house to be broken into. You also must be ready all the time, for the Son of Man will come when last expected. Who is a faithful, sensible servant to whom the master can give a responsibility of managing, managing his household and feeding his family. If the master returns and finds that the servant has done a good job, there will be a reward. I assure you, the master will put that servant in charge of all he owns. But if the servant is evil and thinks, my master won't be back for a while, and begins oppressing the other servants, partying and getting drunk, the master will return unannounced and unexpected. He will tear the servant apart and banish them with the hypocrites. hypocrites. In that place there will be weeping and gasping and gnashing of teeth.